So, why are we here again?
Don't we have other stuff to do?
Well, we've come this far. It wouldn't hurt to just go and say hello to Pharaoh.
I'm hoping he won't be around.
What's this? It's like a hole just opened up in the sky.
Oh, that. It is a phantom rift.
What the hell is a phantom rift?
Yormgen, the town where we met Duke, was an illusion that Pharaoh...
There wasn't anything left but ruins that second time we went.
It kind of makes sense if what we saw in Yormgen was from the same time as the ghost.
Besides Duke, that is.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And you say Pharaoh thing?
Yes.
It seems like Pharaoh's not around here anywhere.
He's not responding to my calls either.
Hey! What's going... No! Whoa! That stupid kid!
Let's go.
Carol, are you okay?
I'm okay.
This is...
Or the illusion of it that Pharaoh made.
There's no one around.
Could Pharaoh be here?
Perhaps.
Let's have a look around.
Raven,
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Juan obey Alexei's orders, is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwan would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwan. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwan that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a Blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwan did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
What brings you here?
We're just travelers passing through.
I'm sorry, but there is no longer an inn.
Are you here alone?
Yes, it's just
You wouldn't happen to be the sage, would you?
the humans of this town once called...
Huh? But didn't the sage... Shh.
This is an illusion Pharaoh made, right?
So that would mean this is actually the Yormgen of 1,000 years?
Yeah, I wonder if the lack of a barrier Blastia is the reason everyone else took up.
How perceptive. Blastia cannot easily be acquired. The children of the full moon should never have signed the pact with the intellect.
Pact?
They agreed to bury most of the Blastia, with the children standing...
In order to protect against the Adaphagos.
So then, the ancient civilization didn't
Well, I thought you were perceptive, but now I see you...
What? Supervising the use of Blastia? Doesn't that remind you of the...
Well, Estelle is a child of the full moon, not to mention one of the heirs to...
Wait! So then the children of the full moon must have founded the...
Please, there is no need to speak, and the pact will surely be forsaken. Unless, that is, all...
But people couldn't live like they do now without Blast...
A certain type of life can be led, even...
Yeah, the inconvenient type.
So it's always been. They come to depend on...
Yet even knowing that, you help the people of this town to build a barrier.
I too was poisoned by the desire for greater things.
Now what kind of a sage does that?
To be a sage means only to be rich in knowledge.
Being a saint isn't a prerequisite for leadership then, huh?
Well put. And the children of the full moon, the role of supervisor, will turn into one of absolute
What does that mean?
It's pretty clear if you look at what the Empire's become.
Anyway, nothing remains in this village. You are welcome to stay the night, if you...
Thanks.
Won't we run into another pile of trouble when the knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Ospio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
I feel kinda dizzy.
I can't believe he kept us up all night telling those stories.
Well, I was fascinated by his epic tale of the girl who fought with a frying pan.
Estelle, it sounds like you want to hear even more stories.
Yeah, well, you can count me out.
This is quite impressive for something that's just an illusion.
It's so weird. It's an illusion, but we can talk with people and everything feels so real.
Perhaps it's because these things really did exist at one point in the past.
Humans could never give up Blastia completely, which has brought us to where we are today.
The Empire was only meant to monitor the Blastia, but they started digging them up and studying them.
The Entelechea despise the Blastia, but humans just can't let them go.
It seems Yoda understands your feelings, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince, I thought he was just a softie, but he's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
I'll be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go.
go all out?
That was so easy!
Greetings, Elder. What were you grumbling about?
Oh, you've returned. Look what I found when I was cleaning my dresser.
You had a sword in your dresser?
Hey, but this is...
This isn't just any old sword. It looks like, you know. Yeah.
No kidding. Not so much the shape, the vibe it's given off.
Just what kind of sword is this?
I was hoping you would ask. If memory serves, it is one of the 7 fell arms of legend.
You mean the weapon spawned by the 14-headed monster from the fairy tales?
I don't know how the story is told below, but here the legend is as follows. At the height of the ancient Blastia civilization, an attempt was made to produce special weapons. Eventually, this led to the creation of armaments of untold power.
So these weapons are a legacy of the ancients. Well, De Nomos is real. Maybe this story is too.
Is De Nomos one of these fell arms, then?
I'd say it's possible if what the Elder said is true.
But if this really is one of the fell arms, why was it in your Sir Elder?
I can't remember for the life of me. It's been decades since I've cleaned this thing out.
You haven't cleaned out your dresser in decades? I don't know what to say.
If these weapons are really as powerful as they sound, it might be a good idea for us to get a hold of them before they fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, There've been quite a few sets of wrong hands out there lately, too.
Might we take this with us, Elder?
Huh? Oh, fine by me.
You're giving it to us just like that?
To tell the truth, I'm glad it turned up, but I'd been wondering what I'd do with it. I've got no real use for it. Besides, it would be a shame to just leave something like this lying around. I figure you are just the ones to put it to proper use.
Do you know anything about the other fell arms?
Let me see here. According to the legend, the 7 weapons share a common bond. If this is truly one of the fell arms, it may react if brought near the others.
But Dane Nomos hasn't reacted at all.
Then perhaps it isn't a fell arm after all.
Then how are we supposed to find them?
Well, there's no point thinking it to death. So long as we have one of them, the bad guys won't be able to get them all, right? Maybe that's good enough.
I agree.
All right then, Elder. We'll take it off your hands. Thanks.